Hey everyone, the Castle here. Gonna explain some stuff. So what's up, everyone? Yeah, I've been releasing videos consistently now. It's actually been going on for a little while. It's sort of like not every day, sort of like 1.2 days. It's close. It's about as close to being as super consistent as it's ever gotten for me. So this is actually kind of a good thing. Wago, you asked the question. I don't know if you're going to be watching this or not, but you asked the question, oh, you're using YouTube now. Welcome to the mainstream. That's actually not technically true, and I can explain that very briefly. Uh, so, you upload onto YouTube, and Dtube is doing a different strategy now, where they have a special upload feature where you can just use YouTube and then you type this in, right, to get like a video, and then you just give it like like this. So you just click this, you put your link for your video, you put this, and then you click this. It grabs everything automatically. So this is like one of my old videos, and then just it's all done for you. And then you just choose which tag, which in my case, since it's gaming, I go Steam Ace, right? And then you just click publish. So this is the new strategy that's being employed right now, and I think it's super effective actually. If you really think about it, one of the main advantages of crypto is that it's super easy to monetize because you don't have to worry about any bullshit, right? So if you could be a content creator and you just do your YouTube channel, why not literally with 3 clicks get, your stuff onto another platform that that also allows you to monetize. Now, I'm familiar with the Dtube devs. I've talked to them and stuff like that. So, you'll see like whenever I upload, I get it's been going up actually pretty consistently. So, hopefully this shout out even encourages bigger upvotes. But yeah, like look at this nice $10 for a video that got like what 6 views on YouTube. uh, Maybe it's a little too good, but imagine if I was actually getting like lots of views. And then it doesn't end there because you remember I put that tag in for Steam Ace. Well, Steam Ace gave me 88 tokens, and those tokens are worth about as much as a Lino from D Live. All right, right. So I got 88 lemons basically, and it just kind of cross pollinates, right? So like it's just a super effective thing where you use a more popular platform and then you can monetize more fluently on something like DTube. It works really well. It's actually a really effective strategy because at that point, why not? Why wouldn't you be doing this? It's free fucking money. Okay, you don't want free money? Okay, you fucking hate money then. That's your problem. Whatever. That's on you. All right, let me get back to this. So, talking about the textures and stuff like this. All right, so you could tell that I'm making a lot more progress, but things are definitely still a work in progress at this point in time. I've got some. I got a new brick base kind of in place. I've got another texture that I'm working on right now, which you're just seeing the normal map at the moment. So, like, if I grab a light and I kind of shine, you can see that the normal map is like I'd have to go delete the sunlight so you can see it better. Let me hide it. So, um, one of the things that you can do with normal mapping is you can plot out the way your texture is going to look ahead of time. Like you can actually kind of build the geometry of your texture before you actually build the diffuse and stuff like that. And I'm just using that technique right now. Right now in Clip Studio, it looks kind of like this, right? So it's like, yeah, it's fun to actually do these things, the normal maps and stuff like that. It's actually pretty cool. It's legit. Like I'm happy hand painting normal maps for fucking pixel art. It's pretty fun. You can also see too that I'm making progress on other things as well. There's a lot of other stuff happening in the scene, but there's still some things that I still want to have. Like For example, I haven't textured any of the props yet. If I bring in the crates and barrels and pipes and stuff like that, those still lack materials. I'm thinking that I need one more week of creating props and getting things of that nature in place. But even with that said, uh, I'm starting to get kind of antsy in that like I don't like streaming me working on textures very much. But I guess it's probably just going to be something that I have to do. One of the things that's kind of funny about the thing that I talked about earlier on, though, is that like D Live is actually harder to monetize now than putting videos on YouTube. It really kind of fucked everything up now because now my YouTube channel is where all the action's at because it's so much easier just to do that. And since D Live fucked over the Steam community a while back, they're salty as fuck, and they won't add D Live into Dtube. Like I even talked to them about it. They won't even fucking talk about it. They're like actually there's actual drama regarding this topic. So I tell them like guys, why don't you let me like put my D my my D Live streams and stuff like that, and let them update on that. Nope. So the only way I get my streams to work anymore, where there's more people, is to actually put them on YouTube. So if I stream on YouTube right now, I get better liquidity in terms of the monetization. I don't have to give my fucking personal government issued ID to a Chinese company, and you know what I mean, like with D Live, you have to do that. They're so regulated. Like you have to make sure that the government knows exactly who you are. With Steam it and stuff like that, there's no way you could do that. It's not set up that way. So you can't prevent that. Like I could do anything I want with my fucking Steam. It's decentralized. At least it's more decentralized than other stuff. So yeah, like maybe something will happen with D Live, but like it's kind of a confusing thing. So anyway, let me just talk about the game for now. The I You could see that I'm making a lot more progress as far as like the more organic textures, but you could tell that like I still have a lot to do. I need to get the normal maps for these in place. For these kinds of textures, I may actually generate my normal maps and not hand paint them because it's a lot harder to do normal maps for more organic stuff like this. But yeah, this is coming along. Um, yeah, I'm thinking that's probably going to be the case though. I don't know. There's definitely a lot that needs to happen. Right now, the only thing that I have is the diffuse, which is the color map, right? And the color map looks like you know, typically just looks like this. It's sort of like a flat color, and it doesn't have any shading. I mean, this has a little bit of shading, but it's not like a crazy amount of shading. In fact, this color map might need to be toned down a little bit in terms of like how much it's got going on because it looks a little too much like wood. I don't want it to look like wood, but I don't know. It like half looks like wood and it half looks like it's like I could do one thing to it and probably change that. But with that said, though, yeah, this is definitely coming along. Maybe another week, get the props in place, get a whole bunch more pipes, everything like that. I want to be able to stream on D Live. I don't like, but uh, I end up having to get back to my streaming and everything like that. I just haven't felt motivated to stream. I haven't felt motivated to stream. Even though I know the dev streams where, everybody's like flying around and we're working on stuff together, especially once I get the textures in and stuff, this is gonna be fucking amazing. It's gonna be really cool. But at this point in time, it's like, I gotta get this stuff in place first. I don't know. It's hard for me to sidetrack. Like once I'm focused on something, I focus on it like a laser until it's done, right? So it becomes difficult for me to like stop for like a couple of days, do a bunch of stuff over here, stream for a little bit and then come back to it. For me, if the shit's not getting done, it's just not getting done. It has to be getting done. If it's not getting done, it's not gonna get done. Kind of a thing. Like, so yeah, maybe I'll have to fight my urges and maybe do a couple of streams, just working on the maps and stuff like that. But with that said, I mean, I have so many things already kind of planned out, a lot of stuff in terms of like what the new missions and stuff like that are gonna be, and I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Um, Actually doing like better art and producing like actual like normal mapped materials with specular highlights and everything like that. Like this scene is gonna look pretty legit once I actually I get these textures fully done, which, shit, that'll probably be tonight, you know. I'll end up hanging out with everybody on Discord and just listening to everybody, talk about playing Overwatch or something like that, or maybe I jump in and play some Overwatch. But for the most part, I'm gonna be just kicking ass on this stuff as much as I possibly can. I got to get it done. I have to get it done. All right. So with that said, there is one last detail. Um, I know I am using the triplanar materials, mostly for organic stuff, but I think that there's room to actually use triplanar materials for other types of things as well. So, for example, there's a couple of textures from the the Hexen set that I really like. There's a sort of like idea of having sort of like a metal like this, where there's like metal underneath, and then there's like, stuff kind of like metal girding, like kind of stamped onto it. I kind of like this idea of doing something similar to this, or 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 um or something similar to this, where it's like, yeah, you have like lots of like, yeah, yeah. I want to do a couple variations of metal textures that can end up actually being done with the triplanar maybe. It might not even be necessary to triplanar something like this, but it's just an interesting idea. Triplanar materials, if you don't know what that means, is these are materials where the texture is, offset by the world space and not on the object itself. You see how like the texture stays still even though the object is moving. We used a lot of triplanar material tech in Subnautica, for example. It was like most of the entire world was done with triplanar. It's just a really really good way to do organic stuff for sure, because you don't have to worry about, you know, hand getting the UVs to work correctly and all that stuff. It does make things a lot easier. So yeah, there's that. There's also, I kind of like the idea of having a brick like this, where it's just, really simple shapes, with a cool looking normal map. Very easy to do, very straightforward. I want to do something like this. Um, just sort of looking over more of it though, I think I might actually have the variations that I want. Like if I do that other brick, then I won't need anything like this. In fact, this one can go away because I think I'm done with it. Um, yeah, I don't know. If anyone has any suggestions for a texture that they'd like to see, that go ahead and speak up. There's uh, definitely some good stuff going on here. I'm definitely keeping up with it. I'll try and get my videos out a little bit earlier. It's just that, we've been partying pretty hard, guys. The last few days have been pretty rough. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to end this video now. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. I am keeping these videos rolling, so you can expect a new video pretty much every 1.2 days. Maybe sooner. Maybe it'll be zero point 0.8 days next time. Um, and I will get back to the live streaming. It's just I don't know. I just haven't felt motivated. I'm doing so much better just putting a video out every once in a while. It's like the same amount of payoff. Well, maybe. For now it is. But I'm gonna end up losing my status on D Live, I think, because I'm not streaming, and that's not good. I can't even put videos up on D Live. So yeah. All right. With that said, take it easy. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more.